Hello, 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 everybody. We are here at Sirius Tejano on this beautiful February 14th here for Valentine's Day. We are here in the studio. We're going to have a great, great guest. We're going to have Heather Alcantar, Heather Jolene Alcantar, premiere one of her new songs on our show. We are so privileged to be able to do that for her. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're barely tuning in or you're getting ready to head out for your Valentine dinner or something, stay tuned. Listen to us for a little bit, then you can head out to your dinner. Again, guys, thank you so much for being here with us. I'm not gonna let Heather wait any longer. I know we were having difficult technical difficulties, so we started a little late. No pasa nada. When you're live, things happen, right? So again, we're gonna welcome Miss Heather Alcantar. Hello, Heather.
Hello.
Yes, thank you
Happy
so much
Valentine's
for
Day.
yes, happy Valentine's Day to you too. I'm pretty excited with you giving us this privilege to premiere your. We did premiere your song earlier today. Thank you so much for letting us do that. Know that everybody already got your music is gonna be being played on the radio station. So it's a beautiful song. Um,
Thank you.
Yes, I know a lot of people right now are coming out with the so many music trying to put it out, and it's kind of hard to play with the right now with the industry because everybody puts out music like around this time or
There's
something
so
when there's
much
something going on, right?
competition
Yes, the competition is
if you look
crazy.
at it that way.
So yes, again, Heather, if you guys don't know who Heather is, look her up. She's on social media and all that stuff. You guys, great, great person. See her very active on social media. Again, Miss Heather,
Thank
you want
you,
to give us a
Kelly.
little bit of a background how you got yourself started in the music industry or in the music business, and kind of give us a little, I guess, bio of what you've done and how you got into it.
Well, thank you so much, Kelly. I'm so happy to be here on your show. And I want to thank Sirius Radio for having me and for the support and for playing my music. Um, it's a
Yes.
blessing. And so I'm happy to be here. I started doing music probably when I was like 4. I started singing super early. My very first memory of music was listening to Ana Gabriel and listening to her music and her voice and being amazed by it.
Yes.
And then I was drawn to her. And then after that, I started listening to Selena. I was exposed to Selena, and Shelly Lattis. And then I grew up listening to a lot of pop music too. So I have a pretty, I have a lot of variety as far as what I can sing and what I grew up singing. So it's just yeah, I'm a multi-genre
Okay.
artist. A lot of us are using that now,
Yes.
but being a multi-genre singer is it's not always easy, and sometimes we can throw that word around loosely, and
Yes.
you know what I mean. But there's a thing when you're able to sing any genre, it's the best feeling. It really
Yes.
is. The Hano feels like home.
It's so great to hear you talk about how you were exposed to what we call icons, right? I mean, Ana
Yes,
Gabriel, Juan Gabriel, I
legend.
mean, Selena. I mean, so many people we can follow our footsteps to get in this industry and stuff like that. You can even if you didn't follow Tejano or whatever, uh, follow like maybe like some people will follow like Celine Dion or something like that, Mariah Carey or whatever. But
Hmm.
it that's just shows you what type of like the music is
The,
what
the
speaks
the
to you, right?
diversity.
Yes.
Hmm.
So
And
music,
I think
music.
that's so important. It's so important for kids to be exposed to diversity at an early age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you grow up thinking that everybody's the same, and then you get this rude awakening. You know what I mean? And so for me, I was exposed to diversity very early on. Racial diversity, the music obviously was very diverse. And I
Mhm.
grew up, listening to a lot of pop. But my Mexican culture, was very present. So,
Mhm.
that's why I was drawn towards, music like Ana Gabriel and Jenny Rivera, of course, later on in my life. She was one of my biggest inspirations. She was, she's just so chingona.
Right?
So you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, she never
she
care what
has
anyone
that strength.
said.
Hmm.
Yes. So you being in the music and doing what you're doing, where can you feel like you've set your stage for? Like where do you see yourself going now that you're finally in the industry? Where do you want your music career to kind of take you?
Um, you know, for the longest time when I was growing up, I wanted to be like this big, you know, Mariah Carey superstar going all over the world touring, you know what I mean, and making all this amazing music and now
Oh, we lost Heather. Don't worry, guys. We'll get her back. Give me a few minutes. Hold on. Let me see. Sorry, guys. When you're live, things happen. So, we're trying to make it work. I'm sorry for the listeners that were listening. We're trying to get Heather back on. Again, guys, if you were on here, happy Valentine's Day to all the people out there. There we do. There we go. We have Heather back. Hold on. Let me get her back in. We lost you.
I know, I don't know if it's my connection. I hope it's not.
Yes. So go ahead and finish what you were saying. Like we were cut off.
Yes. What was I
Into the
saying?
conversation.
Yes. So, one of the mistakes a lot of us make is we have this huge dream and we that's the only thing that we want to do and that's it. And then instead of taking baby steps and to get there, we try to go all in and then we end up wasting so much time being rejected.
Yes.
And so, now that I'm in my late 30s, I decided to do the music that I love, that I
Yes.
really love, I grew up with, and that I know is possible to get into. And
Yes.
so, because I want to leave my mark, you know what I mean? I want to leave my legacy behind, and it has to be music because that's the only thing. Well, no, I'm lying. I'm good at a lot of things, but but music is my passion, and so I need to leave something behind. You know what I mean?
Yes. And you can tell when you're singing and stuff like that. I don't know. Have you performed anywhere lately, or have you done
Well,
anything, any shows?
I do. I have. Well, I used to perform a lot, and I
Mm-hmm.
got really burned out. I wasn't enjoying it anymore.
Okay.
But I took a break and then I
Mm-hmm.
and I reinvented myself and then I
Okay.
came back and I started I perform at a lot of the drag shows, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
the LGBTQ events and presentations, and so I always have gigs there in that
That type
genre
of.
in that area. Yeah, but I have not had any gigs yet with the Tejano market or in any Tejano events. But that's because I haven't really put myself out there like that yet.
Okay.
Because I just want to get my music out there right now.
Yes.
Is what I really want.
Yes, and I think Savannah Ocean does that type of stuff too, and
Yeah.
you guys get a really good, people really appreciate your music there. They really support you. They're all up for you guys, and it's beautiful to see. I think even Stephanie Montiel did an event like that not too long ago, and Shelly Lottes as well.
Yeah,
So I mean,
Shelly is one of those women that we look up to her. You know what I mean? I mean,
mhm,
she's been in the business for a very long time, and we grew up watching her, listening to her music. And when Selena died, that we remember when Selena died, we all kind of were like, okay, we needed someone to look up to, somebody
mhm,
else to look up to because it was like she was all of our role models, but there were so many other great role models too, like Shelly and Ellie. That you know what I mean. And
mhm,
so it was. She just kind of became, she was in our household all the time. Her music. And
yes,
now I get to kind of work for her because I work for Rosie, and
Yeah.
Rosie worked with Kelly. So it's it's kind of weird how it all happened, but it's God is good. That's all I can say.
Yes, yes, and you have
And
a
it's
great team behind you, a great team behind you,
we have a
and
good team.
yes. So, or like this music you put out, who have you done music work with? Who's your producer, or you're
Well,
just open to the market, or what is it that?
well, I write my music. I write my own music. I arrange it, and most of the time I'm the one doing all the recording and mixing and all of that because
Oh wow.
I'm a producer as well. So I just produce all my own stuff. And then I have a good friend that I've known for a long time. He's a musician as well and a singer, and he produced my last one and this one.
Oh, nice, nice. It's really great. It's very there's certain only amount of people you can say, oh well, I have my own music, I do all the work. It's very, you can literally count them in your hands, the people that basically do that. Not a lot of people can do that.
Exhausting.
It, it's a lot of time consuming. Your mind just is blown of all the ideas and how to mix, how to master, and all that stuff. And I commend you on that. I mean, it's a lot of work. I mean,
Thank you. It is a lot of work. And,
yeah.
when you have a good team that wants to see you succeed, it makes it all worth it. I have an amazing promoter.
Hmm.
I don't know if any of this would have happened had she not come in when she did, because I was originally going to go to work with a different promoter, and it just when I see other artists, that it just really didn't work out for them. I'm always like, thank you God for putting Rosie in my life because she made it so much easier. She made everything just smooth, and so I couldn't do it without her.
Yes. So I want to say hello. I know I'm not seeing any comments on this end, but I am seeing people commenting. I see Miss Gigi La Chicana Guerrero. Thank you, Miss Gigi from Mission,
Hi,
Texas.
Miss Gigi.
Dolores Naro, saludos. Mary Hopkins. Thank you guys so
Hi,
much for.
Mary.
I know everybody. I know right now it's Valentine's Day. Everybody's with their little loved one, or what do we say? Their loved one, their friends, their
The
whatever
food.
Sanchos. If anybody has a
The
Sancho, God
Sanchos.
bless you. But no, Miss Heather, thank you so much for this. It's right now a lot of there's so much music out there, and um, I want you to know that your doors are always open here for you. I know, I don't know if you've seen my shows before and stuff like that. I always say we done this, and I've tried to do this because a lot of doors get shut down on new artists, or just artists
Sure.
themselves, and they don't get the opportunity to get their music's to be heard out there. And I'm glad that you came to us, brought us your music. Ms. Rosie reached out to us again. Thank you, Ms. Rosie. It's so awesome that you did this, and getting all your artists and helping them out. And this is what our station does. We try to not to leave anybody out. Right now we are like so overwhelmed, and getting people to do interviews with us, and we appreciate everybody that comes with us. And like I
And
said.
I have seen your show. I've watched it. I watch it most of the time when I see that you're on.
Mhm.
Um, and then, especially if one of my friends is on, you know, I tune
Yes,
in and I'm commenting and sharing and
yes,
all of
and I
that. So
love
yes,
that.
and I
I love
appreciate what you do. We all of the young, newer artists, we appreciate that because a lot of times, like you said, we get the door closed in our face without them even giving us a chance.
yeah.
And so what I wanted to do, my goal, and because I have kind of a historic role in this industry as the very very first trans woman to release music and it being successful,
Yes.
that's a blessing, and I'll always be able to say that I was the first one to do that. But it really isn't about that. It's about opening that new lane, the new
Mhm.
door for other people like me, for other people that are different. Because Tejano music isn't just one type of person.
Yeah.
That's That's called diversity, and that's something that we need to learn as a people, big
Mhm.
time. You
Yes,
know,
I think as you see, so many people come from out of state or not even Tejanos or they're
right?
Latinos and all that stuff. They come to Tejano, and Tejano really does open a lot of doors to a lot of people. And that's
Yeah,
the beauty about Tejano, the Tejano industry. We get bashed so bad, but in reality, we're the ones that open a lot of doors to a lot of
because
people
you
that
know what
come
it
here.
is. But it's a lot of people see it as a stepping stone
Hmm.
to do bigger things on a more international level.
Hmm.
But there are some people who are super happy, super content, and very proud to be Tejano artists
Hmm.
because that's our culture. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And
like
it's beautiful to have people, from other countries. Like I saw a I can't remember his name, but there was a guy from Cuba
a push.
doing, yes, him, and he did music. He did a Selena project, and I thought that was so cool. You know what I mean? And so to have people from all over the world listen to our music is amazing.
Yes, yes, like Papuchi, he's Cuban native doing Tejano music. We have Gabriela Martinez. She's Latina and she went came into the
Mhm.
industry. Look at what she's doing. She's doing all this other stuff. But their stepstone was Tejano and got them doors, got to meet people. Have a great team behind them and led them to what it is, right?
Yeah,
And like how you said yourself, you being I don't like using that word. I hate that word. Like with all that, you're just a person. Everybody signifies themselves as whatever, but you as
yeah,
a person on that stage and opening doors and you giving a platform for people that don't be afraid. Look at what I did, and
yes,
it's like Jenny Rivera stepping stones on all this stuff and open doors for a lot of women that were afraid to even get out there, and you're doing that, and I appreciate you doing that. There's people probably watching right now and saying, wow, like I didn't know, and this and that. Hey, you never judge a book by its cover, never know what type of people we have out there. Look at the people that have come through, through here, through our genre of Tejano, and have been so successful. And I commend you, and I see great stuff happening for you. Hopefully, doors start opening up for you. I know we're so especially right now with everything that's going on. It's like more doors being put up there, but you know those gates can always be falling down, and cracks can be cracked in, and you can
well,
there can
I
be
always
changes
say
out.
nothing is permanent,
Yes.
and what's happening right now in this country is not permanent. Thank God, because I would have to move eventually. But it's true, and we're still so blessed to be in a country that we can do that. We can release music, and we can, we don't have to worry about our electricity or anything being cut off and the whole country being out of. We have things that other countries don't. So
Yes.
at the same time, it's almost like you got to take the good with the bad, and it's not always going to be bad, and I always say this because I know that when I was a kid, I always felt like it was the end of the world every day. And so I always, I'm always thinking, I wish I had someone that I could look up to, that I could identify with, that could tell me, um it may be hard, but it's going to get easier, and you're going to make it, and you're going to be okay. At the end of the day, you're going to be fine. You know,
Yes.
just keep going, just keep going.
Yeah, and I could see your strength, and when you're talking about that I'm pretty sure you've gone through a lot of obstacles. I mean, it's not easy, especially how you say, the path you've taken, right?
Right.
So you doing what you're doing right now, and I mean, doors slowly will open, and right now we're so the diversity, like you said, diversity is completely out
Yeah.
there. Yes, it is. And I mean, I think we need to step away from that. Like we need to just consider each other. I think Tony Guerrero said it very well on his social media. We all bleed blood. The color
Mhm.
red is what we have in our body. And it's true. We all bleed blood. We all bleed red. I mean, yeah, our skin color says otherwise, but our blood's just the same thing, and he said it very well. We're all humans. We all go through a path, and we all have our ways of what we listen to, who we follow, what Tejano artists we support, and who we don't support. But it all comes back to music, and this is why what we do is what we do is music. We the music, no matter how many ways you see it, music is something that everybody will always find comfort on. I know I do. I know a lot of people have said it too. They're like, man, if I didn't have music in my life, I probably wouldn't have gone through, certain days or certain things that happen in their life. And listening to lyrics, I mean, I used to not listen to lyrics to songs. I would just, oh, I love the beat. I love this type of word that they say there, whatever. But now that I
Mhm.
do this and hearing the lyrics to certain songs, you connect. A lot of people kind of say, whoa, it's like there's I'm listening to a song, but it's talking about my life, and who would have known somebody else go through the same
Mhm.
thing? And I think that's something your music might be speaking. I can't wait to see what else you have. I mean, you've gone through some stuff. I'm pretty sure you could put into music and stuff like that. And I like your songs right now. What you have put out. We have several songs of yours
Thank you.
out there. I can't wait for the people to hear the new song, and so they can
Yeah.
relate to it. And thank you so much for making music. To all the artists that are out there. I know we have several artists listening. Thank you to you guys. We're able to keep doing this because without music, we wouldn't even be able to DJ or even do podcasts or do anything because there wouldn't be anybody to talk to about who does this type of
That's
music.
so true. That's so true. It's for so long we keep for the longest time I keep hearing this phrase over and over. Tejano music is dead. Tejano's dead. You're never gonna get anywhere with Tejano music. You know what? Shut up. Tejano music is alive and well. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it's
And
it
it's not going anywhere. And we're
and
always gonna be there.
Tejano will always be in Texas or anywhere.
Yeah.
The Tejano music's always going to be there. I mean,
Yeah.
it might not be listened as much as it used to, or
Right.
people are Tejanos. They play. The thing is, we need to change within time. I love what we
Yeah.
have, the music that it was back then. I still love it. I love what like the guys from Loca Pasión are doing. They're bringing a tribute band of La Mafia and bringing it back and stuff like that. We have
Mhm.
to change within time,
Evolve.
revolved with whatever is going on right now. So, I mean, I
That's
know
my goal.
yeah, well, I know a lot
I
of
think
us are
it's
stuck
beautiful.
in that, but I mean, we just got to change within time. It's like, I mean, right now, everything before everybody complains right now, oh, everything's so expensive, this and that. Well, yeah, the times have changed. You're not,
Everything is expensive.
yeah,
That's
I
just
mean,
what it is now.
yeah, you can't buy eggs $8 like they were
I
before. They're
know.
like $30 now. It's like,
I know. Now I have to like use only like 3 eggs and then like mix a lot of papas in it.
right?
Yeah,
Yes,
to
yes.
make it last. But I want to say something about the music evolving.
Hmm.
Um, it's one of the things that I think a lot of times we make a mistake. A lot of the people and the listeners by shutting their minds. They don't want to be open minded about the new music. They want to stick to the older stuff, and that's fine. We have classics that are always going to be there, but there's also new music that deserves to be heard. And
Hmm.
there's so many new artists, that are I think um, groundbreaking because they're doing something so different. Um, you know, uh, I'll say this: one of the artists that's done really well. Oh, I'm yeah, I'm over here talking and you're over there choking.
Sorry, I had to
Sorry.
see.
I'm over here like opening my chocolate and you're over there choking.
But
One of the artists that I believe has really done well with keeping up with the times and staying fresh and staying current is Stephanie Montiel.
mhm.
You know, she deserves props for that because she has a great team as well. We all know unless you're Heather, you don't do it yourself.
Yes,
Stephanie Shirley does not do it herself. She's got an amazing producer named Gabriel Zavala. I've
yes.
met both of them many times, and I actually got to sing for her. I actually got to open up for her last year, and
Wow,
that was,
amazing.
it was a cool moment, and it kind of just made me realize that I wanted to do that, that I
Mhm.
still wanted to do it. I hadn't given up yet, you
Yes,
know. So that after that, I said, okay, that's it. Next year, I'm releasing music, and that's it. I don't
yes,
care what anybody else says. I'm gonna do it. And so we did it, and here we are, a year later. And things are going well, and things are, it's a beautiful thing. I love music. Is my life. Music is life.
yes. Definitely, it definitely is. So, Heather, on the music that you have out, which song can you relate more to?
Um, I probably this new one is very relatable because it's I wrote it about an experience, my one of my first times being in love, and so I wrote it, and it's very relatable, and um, then I have another song called Quiero Saber,
Mm-hmm.
and that one is also very relatable because yeah, it's a really fun danceable song, but the words are kind of like, you know, what happened with our relationship, like what happened, I want to know. Can you where did I go wrong? That was kind of the theme of that song, but
Okay.
it was set to a cumbia beat, but it was kind of, that one was written from a breakup.
Okay. What about Bajo de
Mhm.
la Luna?
That one is another one that I'm so proud of that song because we did so much with it, with the vocals, and layering my vocals on, harmonies and all this stuff and my friend George Torres worked on that one with me, and he knows what I can do and what I can't do, and he doesn't let me get away with slacking. So he made sure I mean, he would not let me get away with anything. I think I said something when I said bajo la luna. I said bajo la luna. I didn't say bajo. So he got on to me for saying it like that. I had to go in there and record it, like every time that I said that word. I had to go in there and fix it. But
Yes,
it was just a fun process. But that's a song that I think a lot of people can relate to as well, because who doesn't want to, be with your man under the moonlight?
yes. And I know you've done even an English song called "Angels We Have Heard on High."
Yes, that was my Christmas single that I released in on Thanksgiving last year, and it was a remake of an old classic Christmas hymn.
Yes,
And so we did
I
that one.
like I
That one
said.
was a country trap.
Yes, like
Country trap. Hmm.
like for everybody that's on there, guys. Heather has a lot of songs out there. She has "Quiero Saber," "Bajo la Luna," "Angels." We have heard. I think your newest song is called Me Vayas, No Me Vayas a Dejar."
That was my very first single.
Oh, that was your very first
Yeah.
single.
Uh huh.
Okay,
And
so
that one
you're
has a Carol G feel to it, like a Carol G vibe. It's kind of tropical. It has a little bit of a reggaeton type, you know. But the
yes.
newest one is straight up Tejano. It's kind of 90s inspired as well. And then it's about falling in love for the first time. It's called Por Primera Vez.
Por primera vez. I was all like, I know I saw it right now. Yes, that song. It's a really, really, really good song. I've been hearing it. We have it here, guys. So before we get off, I'm gonna let Heather introduce it and us be exclusively playing it for you guys. Again, great song. She's premiering it today. It comes out today, right? In all digital platforms.
Yes, ma'am. It's all already on Spotify and all that good stuff.
Yes. So your music right now, like you said, you produce, you did all that stuff. It's recorded. Right now you're not under a label. Right now you're just an open artist, independent
I'm an
artist.
open. I have my own label. I started my own label called Alcantar Music,
Okay.
and it's basically my own label, my own production, uh, because I feel like my me working on it as a producer, I deserve to have a name as a producer or as a production company,
Hmm.
which is my production. I'll probably produce other people as well, and they'll all be under Alcantar Music, which is my what I call my label. But I am independent, and so if Sony Discos wanted to sign me, I would.
So there you have it, guys. If you guys are looking for somebody that you need somebody to record for you, or you need music to,
Or background vocals, production, writing. That's what I do.
okay, reach out to Heather. She's willing to help you guys with whatever you need. Just reach out to her, Heather. So, where can they make contact with you on social media or Ms. Rosie, or who would you have under your team that they would need to reach out for booking?
Right. Well, for bookings, you would reach out to Rosie, Rosie Allison Promotions,
Mhm.
or interviews and stuff like that. You also reach out to Rosie. Um, Most of the time, she's the one that kind of she'll filter through everything, and if it's something that really needs to be addressed, then I'll address it myself. I don't mind messaging people. I'm not, I'm not stuck up. So if somebody was to message me, I'd be like, sure, and then I'll talk to Rosie about it, or you can message Rosie, but I'm never going to be, "Oh, talk to my promoter."
Yes.
Yeah. So she's the one mainly. And then, of course, later on this year, I'll be putting together a whole team for when I have events or gigs. So that way I have my team there because I'm not doing it by myself.
Yes. Yes. So there you have it, guys. There's the way to reach out to her, to promoters out
Social
there.
media.
Yes. She's open to play and stuff like that. Reach out to her. To everybody that's on. I know we said hello to a lot of people like Ms. Mary, Dolores, Ms. Gigi, Renee, Rolando, Ms. Julianne Solis out from Eagle Pass.
Hey, Julie.
Julie. Um, again to
Julianne
her.
Sparkman.
Yes, Miss Julie, tú me la pides, yo te la pongo.
Tú me la pides, yo te la pongo. No pasa nada. Báilale, mi gente.
Yes. So, Ms. Heather, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to introduce your song. Once we finish listening to the song, we'll go ahead and you say your last words and stuff like that. I know a lot of people are trying to get ready to go to their Valentine stuff and
Me
things like
too.
that.
Have a hot date.
Yeah. So go ahead and you introduce your new song so people could hear it.
Okay. Hey guys, Heather here, and I just want to show you my new song that I've been working on very hard, Por Primera Vez, here on Sirius Tejano.
Me desperté con una sensación que nunca he sentido.
Yes, Miss Heather, that was your song, Por Primera Vez. Again, guys, check it out on all the platforms. It's out there. Go listen to it. Miss Heather, thank you so much for doing this interview. I cannot wait to see what else is out there for you. Any last words for all the audience that's there listening and commenting and everything? Uh, Little thank you or something?
Hello, I just want to say hi. Let me look at all these little comments real quick. Hello, Julie. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Mary. I want to say hi to Stephanie Ann. Hello. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate y'all being here with us on Valentine's Day. I
Yes.
appreciate y'all being my date. Here's some chocolate. I had a great time, and I appreciate you, Kelly, for helping me and for being here. First of all, I apologize for the delay with the technical difficulties. I'm not that person. I usually struggle with that, so I appreciate you being patient with me, and. But thank you so much for having me. Thank you to Sirius Radio for playing my music and for being so supportive. Thank you to Rap Rosie Allison Promotions for setting this up, of course, and for being such an amazing promoter. Thank you, Mary, Messy Mary Entertainment, for helping me with the music, getting it out there. Thank you to George for helping me produce this latest song. And thank you to my mom for always being my sounding board.
Yes, amazing, amazing artist, guys. Go check her out. Go look at her music. Go support
I'm
her.
on
Follow
TikTok.
her.
Instagram, Facebook, and then of course Spotify, YouTube Music, and iTunes and all that stuff.
Yes, yes. Go support. The only way this can be successful, guys, is the fans support. Because a lot of artists know without the fans, they're no one. Again, it's just like us. Without the artists or the fans, where nobody is either. So again, guys, so much. Thank you so much for tuning in on this beautiful Valentine's Day. Saludos to toda la gente que estaba aquí con nosotros. Gracias, gracias. To all the artists that shined in on this interview. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a beautiful, blessed day. Miss Heather, hope to see you soon. Hopefully, run into you in one of these events that are coming up. Um, Again,
For
guys,
sure.
if you guys need to get a hold of Heather, she's on all those social platforms, or reach out to Ms. Rosie. That is somebody that you will be making contact with to get her booked to play at a special occasion. Again, thank you, Heather. You have a great, great night to all our people.
Thank
Have
you,
a great,
Kelly.
great night.
Have a good
Yes.
night.
Yes.
See you
If
next
you guys
time.
are drinking, drink responsibly. We'll see you guys here on Tuesday with Mr. Arte Hiririna. Again, we'll see you guys soon. Bye. Good night.